All those lonely blue songs, you might feel that you wrote them. You might be sad and think that life has kicked you in the scrotum. Be brave and wipe the teardrop from your eye. There's one more remedy you can try. Wanking your blues away, wanking your blues away. If you haven't had a promise and you haven't got a sister or a wife, and your brother's not keen, you can get to the promised land. The answer's right there in your hand. Try wanking to the rhythm of life. It's the source of some amusement, but the craft of self-abusement was invented, so it's thought, by the Greeks and the Westphalians, perfected by Australians, developed by the Welsh to a competitive sport. Wanking your blues away, wanking your blues away. Concerto for one hand and a metronome, and lots of boogie-woogie. The cowhand sits there on his farm with loads of blisters on his farm, wanking till the cows come home.
Okay, enough of that for you lads. Okay, here we are. It's season 11. It's, of course, game day number 2. Here we are, sitting around the core division area going, oh, look what we've got here. Well, guess what? It's Lizards versus Dwarves. That's a rather different bit of a matchup we've got here. We haven't seen these two go at it for a long time. So, let's see what exactly has happened here. Well, of course, we've got Choose to Kick by, of course, Tackling Twos, that's the Dwarf team in here, and the Atomic Lizard Boogie. That's a good name, I love that one. So let's take a look what happened here. So, we've decided you got, the Lizards have come in 2 rerolls, they've got the Apothecary, that's about it. The Dwarves, of course, 3 rerolls, they've got an Apothecary, and of course they got +2 fame. Well, someone's got to cheer for the poor lads. Let's get this one started. And yeah, once again, everyone's favourite. Let's start off with a riot just to make things go absolutely fantastic.
Anything to declare?
Yeah, don't go to England.
Alright, let's get this over with. And see what spectacular fun we're going to have today. Now, of course, normally, a matchup like this, you get kind of wary for the Dwarves. But, you know, the Dwarves do have at least one Troll Slayer. Yeah, they just got the one, this team. And, of course, they do have a formidable set of skills when you consider what the starting players have. So, that does get around many of the, quote, Dwarf problems. And, of course, when dealing with the ball handlers, the Skinks, well, let's face it, they've got Tackle and they have, Break, Stunty, and all the other things that go well with someone wee and small like that. What someone's called the Skinks are basically your goblins on rollerblades. So far, rather routine development here. Let's call up the skills here. As you can see, well, frankly, it's nothing spectacular. Everyone's got their ordinary skills. No one's got a level up. So everyone's been slowly earning, skill points, but no one's actually come flying out of the gate. So I'm going through it here, and we're trying to go, well, who's got what? And everyone's going, they've all got basic skills, nothing else. Okay. So this is the advantage the Dwarves have. Not just they got the one Dauntless, but let's face it, they got a lot of block. So Dwarves, in this case, could get away with a lot of 2-die blocks looking for the 2 and 3 result. But the question is, will he? Oh, well, we got a free Willy, don't we? Oh, well, he's free.
Move your arse.
Would you like to try that again? Well, this time it works, but there goes a precious early reroll. However, his thinking is it anchors down the Skink, making him less likely to dodge away. And preciously, he's going to keep the runners well and truly back, because, let's face it, he needs them for what ball handling skills he's got. And let's face it, until they get block, well, armor 8, they're actually vulnerable. And that's saying something for the Dwarf. Well, the Lizards after that, well, they've got to get to work now, don't they? Because, quite frankly, the Lizards girl at this point is slowly march a cage up. Now, one of the big advantages they have at this point is the Dwarves don't have Sucking Guard. Lots and lots of Sucking Guard. So, admittedly, this does give the Lizards all kinds of advantages. Because Sorai, as we all know, strength 4. It's basically 6 black orcs is one way of putting it. Other than it's a lot more scaly. Wouldn't say smarter though. What do you expect of luggage? There comes the rest of the skink crew. Gets away with a cheeky dodge. Of course, in this case here, someone's been paying attention. Doesn't have tackle. He's bringing the rest of the trailers up. Now, where's this lad going?
Hello!
Well, he got that one.
Shoot to kill!
And from the Dwarves' viewpoint, that's an advantage. That at least takes one player off the pitch. And that's why he took the extra effort to block the guy with tackle there.
You have a target?
Well, there's a KO. He'll take that one gladly. Suddenly, the entire flank here, pretty much for the Lizards, has collapsed. Of course, there's one minor problem. Balls this way, Sunshine. So now here's the challenge. That this is where the Lizards have crazy advantage over the Orc teams. Anyone's ever paying attention? Lizards, yeah, pretty much can move pretty sucking fast. Their slowest movement is, well, let's face it, 6. And that's even for the really big suckers. Even the Orcs can't do that. So believe it or not, that's one thing a Lizard team can do to a Dwarf team. Outrun them. But I ask the question, will he? Well, Ball Kenny was in an awfully bad position. And now the Dwarves are, well, there was a nice idea. At least stunned. Now it's time for the Lizards to, actually get something to happen here. Now, well, there you go. First bonehead. Well, that's been overdue. Would have been nice if he stood up. But should be relatively easy for the Lizards to clean this mess up. Now, if you're a Lizard coach, do you stall the score out? It's not essential. You do have the advantage of lots and lots of speed. What you can you actually got to pick up the ball. There is that, isn't there, lads? There we go. Step 1, attempt to pick up the ball. There we go. Thank you, Mr. Cameraman. I don't know why you're going that way. But there you are. Precious reroll, but well used. Push me, push you. Where's this young lad going? Makes his dodge. Good lad. And it's a light scream. Now you might see the Dwarves do something you don't often see with these poor chuckers. And hi, it's dodging. Lots and lots of dodging. Because let's face it, if you're a Dwarf coach, would you be giving this one up? I don't think so. Well, let's try that again. Great.
I think the phrase rhymes with clucking bell.
Well, that tells you how the Dwarf felt about that one there. Double fail. There goes the precious reroll, and he's achieved, well, 2/3 or 4/5 of bugger all. Fails the bonehead. Does the skink actually score? Here's a curious thing. He doesn't, because this lad down, that leaves him and him to deal with it. Can you put a screen up? Yes, you can. Oh, that's odd. Well, it pays off. See, does he bring the Saurus all the way back? Yes, he does. You want to keep this player firmly marked up. There you go, Sunshine. Well, Lizards are putting on quite a clinic here.
Can't believe you've never been cow tipping before. Get ready to live.
Well, I think the Dwarves are really happy about that one. Will they try to rescue this one? Well, candidly, I don't think they can, but they can at least put a wee bit of pressure in. Of course, the Dwarves would like to see something other than just a couple of KOs. KOs can always come back. Well, here we go. Dauntless gets back to work. He's trying to take care of old Samsonite here. And here comes the rest of the team coming back. That is a brave one.
Gotta go. Me too.
Yeah, that is his third KO. Well, the Dwarves are certainly cracking through. They're just not, well, as they would say, achieving anything else. Well, there you go. Touchdown. Well done there. The lad is actually in.
Holy shnikes, it worked.
Well, there you go. Quick score, if you can call it that, and it's 1-0 for the Lizards. And here come the KO, 2 out of 3. Good rolling there. Now, if someone now, he is out one Saurus. Now, can the Dwarves, well, they've got 3 turns. He's got all his players. Potentially, he could score and tie this one up. However, it's going to require a wee bit of aggression by the Dwarf coach. Let's see what kind of style he's got. He's got the 1 reroll. He's definitely got a couple of runners. Now, remember, the Blitzer is possibly an eligible receiver, the agility 3. It's all kinds of possibilities. Let's see what he does with this one. Here we go, lads. Well, there goes that bright idea, doesn't it?
I have a cunning plan that cannot fail.
Well, suddenly, if I was the Lizards, I'd be candid. Risk is the business, go get the ball. Why, you've got 2 turns. Of course, double skull's not a way to start, is it? Well, you've sort of made a hole. So how do you feel about risk here, lad? And there's the thing. It's early season. If he'd gotten the person down, would he have gone for it? Oh no. This is where you wonder if he's forgotten the fact that he's got stunty. He could just charge right through. It's a bit of a gamble. Yeah. 1 dodge, 2 dodge, 3 dodge. One of them's got a tackle. Or you could have gone around the other way. Considering what was over here. No tackle, so you could have easily done it. But it's his decision. That's kind of giving it a blitz. If you've been under the ball with anyone else down here, you can imagine the Dwarves having to deal with the problem first. Well, anyway, it's done.
Come on, Shorty. On our way.
Well, he's got a stun. And now you see the power of having all those certain skills. He makes the sure hands, hangs on the ball, smart move. And of course leads himself in with a chin. Well, it was bound to happen. He's got to save the precious reroll. As we all know, it's a 1 in 6. You're going to fail a straight off attack like that. It's going to happen. Alright, Lizards. Oh, that's dangerous, alright. He can definitely come around. He sees it, alright. Here he comes. It's all or nothing. Ah, well, he got something.
Look, you stupid bastard, you've got no arms left. Yes, I have. Look, just a flesh wound.
Well, suddenly, he's finding this is now where you're seeing moving the skinks all the way back. I see why, but now you see he's giving himself a poser. He's ended up with a ball. If you had a skink in scoring position after the blitz or anything like that, guess what? Hand off, it's a touchdown. You see, this is what I mean by sometimes you do got to risk a little bit of crazy aggression. Yes, I see your logic behind it. Yeah, you're being a bit conservative. It's early days, early part of your team.
They're dead.
And yet, finally, he's got a result he actually likes. Well, Lizard didn't like it, I can see there. But at least it's something he actually likes. And now from the Dwarf's viewpoint here, he has to spend all turn 7 trying to get the sucking ball back. And how well is that working out for you so far? Well, he's got the eligible receiver. He's just got to get his ball back. As for the Lizards, well, they said, Well, then again, considering when his die rolls it, okay, maybe the lizard coach is onto something. He knows his dice are sucking today. He's happy with the 1-0. Oh, he's keeping this little darling alive. It's a skill. Of course he's keeping him alive. Meanwhile, solid blocks up here in the front. Now a good solid blow. He's hoping to at least crack a dwarf today. That sounds like an advertisement for some kind of thing. Have you cracked your dwarf today? Dodge, stunty fails him, of course. That's what happens. Dodge, stunty, it doesn't always work here, lads, especially when you're dealing with teams with tackle. In this case here, dodge, reroll. Well, there you go. Dwarves have managed to get the ball carrying it down, but I'll grant that's an horrible bounce. Now he's got to use players trying to clear out a hole. He's got one. But now who's actually going to get this ball? Is it going to be this lad? Well, that's quite a throw, isn't it?
Modern combat!
Well, he's got another KO. It's hard for the Dwarves to argue. It's like, well, if nothing else, I'll at least keep him off the pitch for a short while anyway. Well, here we go. Dauntless is...
Hello!
There you go. Bell rung again, but yeah, from the Dwarf viewpoint, they really like these to be injuries. Well, you can't have everything, lad. There you go. He's got the ball. Let's go for it. Would you like to do one more? Here it is. The miracle throw. Try it again, lad.
Take that, you sod!
Well, it was close, lad. I'll give you that one. Well, so much there. There they go, off on the half-time. There's celebration over there from the Lizards, or at least the supporters anyway. Boy, time to take a dive, isn't it? And there you go, the Lizards once again make almost all the KOs. Yeah, you've been counting that right. He's made 5 for 6 KO rolls. No, doesn't have any Bloodweiser babes. No, none at all. There's none over here, see? Well then, that changes things, doesn't it? Okay, Lizards set up on the defense here, the Dwarves. Well, they're not too sure if they're going to win this one. If they're going to win, they're going to have to score quick. And that's the problem. Can they get into they'll get the ball back? If they got rid of more skinks, sure, I'll do it, no problem. But in this case, sense tells the Dwarves play for the 1-1 tie. But this is the Nats. Who says sense has anything to do with our coaches? Really? Right, here we go, lads. Oh, there we go. Extra rerolls. That's what we got to do. We need those.
There's a touch of madness around here.
Alright, let's get on with it. Solid kick. It gives the Dwarves a 4th reroll. It's like they need any more guarantees. See, +2 fame does come in handy sometimes. So, Dwarf strategy at this point here, just bloody score. However, that said, you wouldn't mind getting rid of these. If you get rid of these during this drive, do you think about scoring early? I think you do, lads. Oh, there you go. Solid hit. You know, you don't have tackle, lad. It's a great idea. You don't have tackle. I get it. I get it. At least you're upping for the 1-in. 9. Sigh.
Now, this really pisses me off to no end.
You're telling me, especially if you're the Dwarf coach. Now, once again, Lizards. Risk is the business. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, go. Neither's got tackle, you got stunty. All you gotta do is clear this one out of the way. I don't think he sees it. Alright, carry on. That's a push away. You've got them screened up, sure, but like I said, this is risk as a business. Doesn't have tackle, doesn't have tackle, doesn't have tackle. You've tied up the tacklers. And there's all the tackles out here, movement 4, and you can tie him up. So, do you risk getting the ball? Now you got 2 rerolls. You'll definitely put the Dwarves on their ends. And he's running back. Now he's come up here. Someone go get this ball. Apparently not. There he is, changes his mind suddenly at the last minute. And he mocks the ball. Alright, it's something. It just makes you wish he'd gone in with the rest of the team. You know what, if I'm complaining now, at least he's going to actually try and risk on the ball there. Well, there you go. Meanwhile, Dwarves fighting back to work here. And now you're starting to see a lot of crazy dice here. He'd love to clean this mess up. Here's where his cage was supposed to be. It's not there anymore. And yeah, you can see it there. Once again, well...
Clearly, Tassadar has failed us. You must not.
Well, you tell the Dwarves that, because now you've given a golden opportunity here. If he finds a way... this skink's gone into score. However, this is what you're sort of thinking, yeah, so see, it is early days. Certain skills he doesn't have yet. How much risk does the Lizard Coach want to do? Oh, he's got the one guy all the way back here. He's saving him. What are you saving him for? College? He's a handbag. Oh, that was a good solid hit.
Yo, she-bitch. Let's go.
And here we go. Extra markup. Do you risk it? And yeah, you saw it right there. Fails the dodge away because now he's got the one tackle. It's come back. And now the Dwarves right back to work. Fortune favours them this time. And they've cleared up their minor little skink problem. Because he says, what are the odds he can do it again? Well, he got it on the 5th try, but you can see the Dwarves. What's they doing here? Quick handoff. Really, Sunshine?
I'm TNT. I'm Dynamite.
Yeah, something alright. There's a good solid punch.
I'm invincible! You're a loony.
And now you're starting to see, here's some more crazy. Oh, there's a good move. No, wait a minute. Where are you going, lad? That's the person you push off so you can go get the ball. Never mind. You know what? Never mind. He figures he's got it parked. Okay. Well, he's going to park a lot of play and then he changes his mind. Okay. I can hear you all saying that, boy, you're putting a lot on this one. This is about as bad as you were chewing up Panda way back. Oh, well, Panda got better. There you go, 1 in 9. I'll be candid. If I was the Dwarf Coach, I've been waiting for that all bloody day, haven't I? And after all that, well, trips, stuns himself. That's kind of poetic justice, isn't it? Alright, Dwarves, you're running out of turns. Turn 12. At least they got the ball halfway. Is that a bright side? You tell me. He fails the Dauntless, burns the reroll. And then, of course, he takes the punch down. He has to. Dwarves, once again, bringing most of the players up. So much for this cage. See, it worked now. This is why you pick up the ball. See, you go, now, was that a gamble by the Dwarfs? No, he's got 2 cracks at 5s. Without using a reroll. It's not a bad chance. And especially the way this game is going, he's realising he's got to risk a few things. Finally pays off for the Dwarfs. And now you can see the Lizards. Here comes Crazy on the bus. It's a great move. Right into a solid push. I got a question for you. You've got a reroll. That's why I'm pausing it up. Why aren't you re-rolling that? He doesn't have block 1 in 9 works. Because then he has to get all this effort to get the ball back. Why are you just taking the push? Are you planning to hope he fails it? Yeah, well, okay. Maybe that's your plan. sometimes you actually want to guarantee the bastards down, don't you? So, alright. See, there's your 1 and 9, and there goes your reroll on a block. That, let's face it, means nothing.
Ouch, town population, you, bro!
Where do you want us?
Well, he got that one. From the Dwarves' viewpoint, that was absolutely brilliant. See, he's clapped rid of one. And he makes the dodge, comes on over. And now things are about to get rather, well, ugly. Definitely ugly.
Locked and loaded.
Yeah, unfortunately, all he gets is a surf out of his efforts. And now he has to use the player to protect the Troll Slayer. Alright, so, can the Lizards get out of this one? Well, yes, they can. They've got definitely ways. There's one, there's two. Sigh. Why not go for the guarantee, or at least get your other players up before you throw that one? You have no rerolls, and now you just reward yourself a 1 and 9, and the Dwarf's still standing. Yes, I know it's a nitpick. I'm sorry, lads, but that's a legitimate nitpick. You're thinking, oh, it's guaranteed. Do you have block? No. Then a 1 and 9 is terrible because you have no rerolls. There's the player. There's your move. Quick surf. Even with that fail, the ball goes, the Dwarves don't score. It's a bit of a lesson for you all there. That's throwing a greed block when you really shouldn't be throwing it. You've got to focus on what needs to be done when you don't have rerolls. See, the Dwarf could get away with that. He's got one. All right, back to the slideshow here. Push me, push you. Look, I'm sorry, lad. I'm being critical of it. Hey, this is the problem when this Goblin coach is best friends with the world champion Lizard coach. All right, you get to be a wee picky about Lizard play because I've seen someone win a World Cup with him. I should now bet I'm Scotch. Anyway, if you ever check out those broadcasts of him taking on one of the top-rated NAF players in the entire world when he beat him in 2 games straight. Yes, the taking down of Spotico, the heavy favourite to win the World Cup. We saw how well that worked out, didn't it? I'll give my good credit to Spotico, though. Fair dinkum game. Fair dinkum. Anyway, getting on. Well, the Lizards know, unless they do a desperation play, this, lads, is over. And the Dwarves are probably going to go up 1-1. So they're doing what they need to do best, which is just, quite frankly, throw a couple of extra blocks in. Gets the blitz away. There's a solid punch. And, of course, Stunty fails. Of course it does.
We did, you rotting bastards. We've been watching you all along.
This is what you got to admit you love about the Dwarves. Either trust the basic Dwarves, as much as I complain about them, it's those basic skills. And there you go, well done, it's in.
Where's me drink?
Oh, there it is, lad, well done, you earned it. 1-1. As for the Lizards, you can't say it's going all the way there. Look at that, lad. See? Do the math. You have made 7 for 8 KO recoveries with no modifiers. Alright, let's switch it around. It's turn 16. Let's see if you got anything exciting there. Really, that's what you got that's exciting. You know what? Yeah, sure, I'll go with that. Solid kick. And of course it's a blitz.
What do you need?
I can see the fans are pretty annoyed about that one. Yeah, pretty much. That's a touchback. What a fat lot of good it does. They can't score. I can certainly punch. Push me, push you. I guess we're all just waiting here going, is there going to be a dwarf injury finally? Well, not this time yet. Come on. Of course he's bonehead, that's no surprise. This is one thing you got with the Lizards have had a pretty bad day with. So much for 1 and 6. And well, you see the miracle there. Yeah, you saw it right. A pass action by the Saurus works. Here comes the blitz. And there you have it, a 1-1 tie. The Lizards and the Dwarves find a way to basically stalemate each other. Could that have gone differently? Absolutely. Dwarves had a wee bit of bad luck with not 1 but 2 failed showdowns. And as for the Lizards, again, I'm going back to, I'll mention its early days, but as I would stress any Lizard coach, look, skinks are basically goblin on rollerblades. Risk is the business. That's how you really win the games. Any chance you got to risk the skinks. Not risking them, I can see why you don't want to, but that's not going to get you the prom queen there, lad. Alright, carry on, me sons. We'll see you all next week. Nuffle, bless your dice.